So this is too old! Alright, so you know how I said before, I've yet to see an episode where I'm really annoyed by Lemongrab, and he does it. I think I found the episode. I think this finally did it for me. But with that said, it's not...
Is it annoyed or is it just dislike?
Can it be both?
Well, it can be both.
Okay, let's start with the story here. Finn's still kind of an idiot.
Oh my god!
Like, really retreading old water here. Okay, so since he's broken up, or dumped by Flame Princess, he goes with Bubblegum to the Lemon Kingdom. Is that what it's called? The Lemon?
Yeah. Well, hold on, no, it's not a
it's
kingdom.
an earldom.
It's a what?
People keep yelling at us because we always say it the wrong way. He's the
Earl of Lemongrab.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Alright, the lemon place in quotes, which means it can be interpreted however you want.
I'll do my best to remember what people write down.
Yes. So, I will not, because my memory is like that.
That's true.
They know.
Yes, I know they know. That at least I remember. They go to this place pretty much just as like a dinner or something. I'm not even sure really what it was. It's just sort of a... What was it actually? Is this just kind of like a banquet
dinner.
or something?
Well, it seemed like it was some sort of state dinner, diplomat's dinner.
Yeah, like you said, some sort of diplomatic dinner. Though mostly just she seemed to be the only one not from there.
Yeah.
But she created them, so I guess it makes sense. And Finn is looking to maybe sort of get a relationship going with Bubblegum again, which is. I kind of rolled my eyes at that, like, come on, didn't we do this? But, okay, so it goes in, the last time we saw the Lemongrabs, he ate one. He ate one of him. Yeah. And now there's a giant one and half of one with a giant bite out of him. So I guess we're kind of assuming, like, the other one kind of survived a little bit, or...
Yeah.
How he got out, I don't want to know. But, so there he is, and, he acts like Lemongrab, and the place is still scary as hell. And comes across this, Bubblegum comes across this little boy named, Lemon Hope?
Yes.
Is that it? Yes. And, was put in prison just for, kind of being different and playing the harp. And, Bubblegum wants to take him away to the Candy Kingdom where, he can be,
play math.
Yeah, he can play math. And he can have fun, he can be a little kid, and she can help him grow. But that's unacceptable, so Finn and Bubblegum try to play a prank like they did the first time they came across Lemongrab.
Too young.
And too young. And it backfires on Finn, but it was actually going exactly according to plan towards Bubblegum, because he wanted him thrown in prison, and then Lemon Hope can play the flute. That causes the Lemongrabs to come in and free them because they like the music so much, even though it sounds terrible. And long story short, they finally they find a way to escape. All the other lemon people want, after they're released from their little collar things, want Lemon Hope to get away to sort of be the, like the one who got out pretty much, just the one to go out and live a good life and come back for them, sort of be like the Lemon Moses. Let my people go!
Oh my god.
Actually, that'd be hilarious. Just imagining Lemongrab as Charlton Heston.
Oh my god. Someone's got to make that
Deliver my people
somehow.
from bondage! Oh, sorry.
I would totally watch that.
I would too.
In like a second.
Yes.
That's how you can make Lemongrab funny again. Put him in the Ten Commandments. Actually, Guy, you can put him in a lot of film roles, but we're really getting off subject because that can go on forever. I'll never let go! Okay. Sorry.
Actually, still one of my favorite things about that movie, Titanic. I'll never let go.
Let's go!
No, not just that. It's the...
And hold his hands.
I'll never let go. I'll never... Oh, help! God! I'm frozen! There!
I always wanted to see when she takes the whistle out of the guy's mouth that his teeth are still frozen to it. I always wanted to see... Okay, getting totally sidetracked, sorry.
So why don't you like Lemongrab in this one? Or why are you annoyed?
I think it's... I don't know, where the other ones really had... Well, hold on, let's finish up, too. Finn finally realizes that he cannot be with Bubblegum. That age really is more than a number in this case. And that he should try to patch things up with Flame Princess. So, you know... Duh! I mean, kind of a no-brainer, but, you know, whatever.
I like, though, that he actually has to learn the lesson. It's not just something that is a natural thing. It's that, oh, that didn't work out. Well, I'll go back to my first love.
But didn't he kind of... I don't know, didn't he kind of learn this already? Yeah. He's got to learn it again?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, okay.
I don't know what is going on with him. Hormones, whatever.
Oh, no.
Puberty is...
Okay, no, I really don't get it because, okay, especially being 14, and especially, you know, being someone who's kind of had his heart broken with Bubblegum, and then he's got this great thing going with Flame Princess, he fucks up, but then, I don't know, she leaves him, he doesn't dump her, so wouldn't there be, like, some mourning or something? I mean, wouldn't he be kind of sad, or wouldn't it be something kind of, I mean, he just goes immediately, at least... You know,
that's why
as the episode show, to trying to get this old flame, no pun intended, and of course she's not going to be interested because we've already established that we've done this and we've stated the exact reason why again.
So think back. Everyone that was 14, the moment they got dumped or dumped someone, they didn't immediately start dating someone else. They actually went through a mourning phase.
Well, some people
even
do.
Nowadays.
Some people do. Some kids do.
Nowadays, people don't even do that at our age.
I don't know.
Well,
yes.
Oh, okay,
you
okay,
would
no.
mourn me.
No,
but that's also a difference to how long have we been together. That's the difference.
No, but no, I agree with that. But with that said, I don't think him and Flame Princess were just like, oh, they just started dating and they're kind of getting to know each other. They seem like they know each other pretty well, enough to put personal things in there that only he would know. You know, they got a pretty tight relationship then. You know, and they're pretty close. If it was just somebody that he's dated a couple times and whatever, you came across a bump in the road, yeah, I can understand going to someone, even honestly going back, you know, to someone either like Bubblegum or trying to find someone different, I can kind of see too, but the fact that there's no, like, it doesn't hit him at all.
But I think that's kind of the point, is that it's done and over with, he was hurt, and he's like, okay, instead of dealing with the hurt and the suffering, I'm going to quickly jump into some other relationship so I don't have to deal with any of that.
But that didn't seem like the focus. It seemed much more like he just really wanted to get Bubblegum. It's like, maybe I should try to patch things up. I mean, it was like, it seemed very emotionless. And
that's my point, is that he's trying to hide and get away from emotion.
Do you think that was really being shown, though? I mean, I don't know. It's like,
him going back to being a child instead of being his actual age. The whole time that they're together, it's like not shot for shot, but it's like completely hearkening back to young.
Yeah, I mean,
he even says, you know,
like the old days, like, you know, and
I think he's trying to ignore what he has, feeling these feelings, and immediately going back to the younger times when he was happy, running around just pulling pranks. Instead of having to deal with what's actually going on.
I don't know, you know, if they did something like... Well, first of all, you know, I could see maybe if, like, he tried to recreate so much that, like, maybe he tried to make her 13 again, or something like that. No, but, like, that would really show... No, that would show the obsession. That would show the obsession that he is not ready to let this go. That he is, like, he cannot move on, and he cannot accept what happened. Here it just sort of seems like, what is? Come on, like, things are cool, right? Things are cool. It's like, I think it seems like it had to go one step further in order to show to show what he's running from.
See, I didn't see that. To me, notice, even, he's a hero. Even seeing one Lemongrab half-eaten, and the little boy being kicked, Lemonhope getting kicked and his instrument, you know, trashed, and when they're about to be attacked, even when he's getting attacked by them, he never fought back. This whole episode, he was half-hearted. Nothing he did he do with any full intention of doing anything. And that's what I'm saying. Nothing he did was like himself. Normally he'd be fighting. Normally he'd be trying to save the day. He'd be punching these people back. He'd see stuff going on and be like, wait, this isn't right. I should help out. But no, he sits down and he says, you know what? Let's pull a prank.
I don't know. Do you think that's... I mean, I saw that too, but it felt more to me like, oh, well, this is just him trying to get back to this, but it didn't feel like... I don't know. The ignoring of the true emotions going on... I sound like a therapist or whatever. But the ignoring of the true emotions that, would most likely be going on for his character, it seemed like they just weren't addressing it, which I know is part of the point. Like, well, he wouldn't address it. He would just ignore it. But by the whole episode kind of ignoring it, I feel like it's just the episode... Okay, if he ignores it, fine. The episode ignoring it, I think is a problem. I think they should show that this is not being looked at, and that's a problem that he's really not looking at it. Where instead they're showing trying to recreate the old days is not a good idea. The focus should have been not addressing the emotions that you're feeling about Flame Princess is the issue. Maybe that'll be in the next one. Maybe it will, but...
Think about it, too. He lies to his best friend. Hurting Jake's feelings.
Yeah, that's
not
true.
Not only is he lying to Jake, he's lying to hurt his not specifically to hurt his feelings, but oh yeah, she totes hates you. She hates you. And then when it is time to save the day, and Flame Princess is like, we have to call Jake. We need help. Bubblegum. And no, that's all right. That's all right. He'd rather have all hell break loose than have to worry about calling Jake and explaining to Jake that, the princess doesn't hate you. I just lied because for whatever reason, decided that this is the new tail I'm going to chase. I was very unhappy with him.
I think if they had the obsession, I'm not against the obsession. I'm not even against trying to go back to create the glory days, because you're right. I think a kid, even as you say, even an adult, would kind of try to do that, especially after being with someone that they felt so close to. But I think by the episode ignoring those emotions, I think we missed something, and I think it didn't feel intentional, and maybe it was, but I'm trying to look at, even if that was sort of the point, it's like, I want to see, it just makes him look shallow and jerky.
Well, that's kind of what he is, though. At this point in time, that's kind of what he is.
I don't think he is, no, I think he is a good kid, and he, he is a hero, and he's had really, really, good thoughts for other people, he wants to help people and stuff like that, and he wants to do what's best for himself and others, so I can't see him just straight up ignoring this and just acting like, well, this is normal. I can see him ignoring it and then realizing this is really a problem. I should address this, and this is bad. I've caused some bad stuff. Where in this one, it's sort of like, maybe I should do that. I don't know. Where it's, I don't know. I felt they could have gone further with it.
See, and to me, I guess, looking back at anything, even friends fighting or whatnot, if they tried to turn it into some obsession, that's different than what most people go through. Wanting to go back and kind of relive or try to reignite with an old flame or whatever, it's not necessarily an obsession. It's just kind of longing for simpler times, longing for better times, where things weren't as complicated as they are now. And I think drawing more attention to it, like focusing on that, I think would make it even more awkward or more bizarre or more strange or not as natural. To this, I see him having a fight with a friend and saying, fine, I'm not gonna hang out with you, I'm gonna go hang out with blank because I used to have more fun with them beforehand when we played Tonka Toys.
Okay.
So you go back and you hang out with the person playing Tonka Toys and they're like, dude, I don't play this stuff anymore, I'm kind of done with that, I've moved on. And then he's like, crap, you're kind of right. You know what, I need to fix up my friendship. And that's what he does with Jake. He says to Jake, yeah, I need to fix what's going on with Flame Princess.
Okay, even what you just did there, though, by saying, if there was a scene where he's trying to talk with Flame Princess and she won't answer, and he yells, fine, you know what, I'm going to go with Bubblegum, because that's what I remember. Those are the good days. That at least would be him showing some emotion, showing some remorse, even if it's just for a couple seconds. But you don't get any of that.
See, I didn't need that, though. To me, I guess it was implied. Like, for me, it was just like, I kind of accepted that that's what was going on. Like he said at the end of, whatchamacallit, Frost and Fire.
Yeah.
He's like, I blew it. I screwed up. I messed up. And she says, I need time alone. And, I don't know, like, I guess if we saw him trying to call, he would look desperate and pathetic as compared to someone who's just trying to move on. or try to ignore what he's feeling.
But that is desperate and pathetic. Everybody goes
Yeah.
through it, but it is desperate and pathetic.
No, I'm not arguing that. And I think I'm guessing, of course, they weren't going for the desperate and pathetic route.
Mm-hmm.
They were going for someone who's just trying to ignore the past, or ignore what just happened, and trying to go back to a simpler time. I'm just guessing.
And it could
And
be.
I'm right.
Nice. I think especially after writing the last episode with him saying such hurtful things to suddenly
Yeah.
have this
Yeah.
episode be right after it's. I can't quite see it working the other way either, but to have this be immediately after that, it just. They don't go well together in making him look.
If there was an episode
super
in
relatable.
between, it probably would have been a little bit smoother of a
Yes.
transition.
Yeah, or
Yes.
even I was saying, too, maybe there's an episode after that sort of shows the morning and how he screwed up and how it affects him, which is like, if they do that, fair enough, at least they're addressing it, but I really feel there should have been something, even if it's just for a few seconds, even like what you just did there, of him trying to talk with her and then just saying, heck with it, maybe you could make something funny out of it, but just showing that that emotion was there and he was confused by it, and now he's taken this route, by just starting out in that route and never addressing the actual hurt that he went through, and not letting us see the hurt at all.
See, and I saw that at the end. When
Did
he said at the end, I really need to patch things up with Flame Princess. Just the way he said it, he's like, I screwed up, I really need to patch things up with her. And he's like, oh, too bad, she already has a girlfriend. And his face is like, what? He's like, I'm just kidding. And he's like, I got the hurt and the emotion right there just from that.
Okay. I mean, fair enough. I needed more, but like you say, to you felt like it was very much implied. It was much more subtle that way. So
That's my
it could be.
guess.
I do like the idea. I like the idea of trying to go back and relive, like you said, the old days, the glory days. Thinking that, well, no, this person had this, or all I need is this element, but it's not the things, it's not the people. It's himself. That's
Yeah.
what needs to change.
Yeah.
So I did like that idea a lot. And I'm not against it. Like I said, it's just the tentacles of it.
Well, no, I mean, Finn is kind of being an ass.
Mm.
And it's just kind of he's kind of being an ass, but that's Finn now. Get used to it.
I don't like this Finn.
Well, let me talk a little bit about the lemongrass, because that's what I start off with this episode with, so I should probably end with why he annoyed me in this one. I think there's just... Maybe it is the delivery, maybe it's just a little too much of him, but there's something about in this one when he was... Some of the yelling and screaming did still make me laugh. My pud! I liked the pud! I mean, that was pretty funny. But maybe I'm finally just getting too used to the screaming, and I'm... The fresh delivery of what inflections he would emphasize and which ones he would not, and how long he would emphasize it, and even in the one vowel where he would emphasize it, to I mean, like, you would just never know where that voice was gonna go, and it's feeling predictable now, and maybe that's the reason why. It's not, like I said, and some things I liked seeing back again. I love seeing that weird thing that peeled open
face
again, just
peeler.
going, lunch or dinner or whatever. And there's definitely some good laughs in it too. But yeah, I think this was finally the point where it's like, I think I'm kind of getting done with Lemongrab.
Do you think, though, it could be because the rest of everybody else in the kingdom was doing the Lemongrab voice?
I don't think so. No, because actually them, I didn't mind too much. And maybe because he was... I don't
There were
think...
different versions of a Lemongrab type voice.
They didn't bother me too much. Actually, in fact, I liked it when the collars were gone, they were stacking up trying to get... what was it?
Lemon Hope.
Lemon Hope out. I like that. And I kind of felt for them too, like they're, no, we're gonna help you, please just go, make something, be something, we're gone, we got that, but you don't have to be, and I sort of felt that, I sort of actually legitimately felt that, and I've seen Lemongrab a jerk before, so I don't
But not
think it's
to
like he
this
was,
level.
Yeah,
I mean,
this was really bad.
I was sort of debating that too, it's like, is it because he was just so mean and so unlikable, but it's like, he's been pretty mean and unlikable before, but yeah, there's just... There's something about
There's
this
something
one.
sinister. I mean, he's eating his own twin, in a sense.
But he kind of did that
He's
before, and we
getting-
laughed. I
I don't
mean,
know,
No,
but
'cause-
this part, though, he's getting fat off of his twin, who is
Uh-huh.
now, I mean...
well, not just... Well, okay, so we find out that he's been created, and he's kind of a weird fellow. He just wants people around him. So Peebles creates another him for him. oh my god, happiness ensues. Well, not really, because they start to create more and more and more people. He likes giving life and creating life and all that stuff. But now what happens? He no longer cares about giving life. It's all about him eating all the food.
I was just gonna say, it used to be he would do stuff wrong and angry and stuff, but he was doing it for what he thought was the right reason. Here he clearly knows this is not the right reason, he's just being a jerk.
Yeah.
And with the Graybles, when he eats his brother, the thing is with the Graybles, it's is it real? Is it not real?
Yeah.
Are these just kind of stories? So it was kind of like when you saw it, it was kind of like, oh my god, that's funny and that's crazy.
Yeah.
But now you see the aftermath that, crap, that happened. He actually ate part of his brother,
Yeah.
including part of his head, and he's gotten huge, and he's stealing from everyone's plates.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
And
just. I think you're right. I think part of it
He's
is
just he's just
so
evil.
unlikable,
His
yeah.
one brother takes the bread and just hands it over, even though he's completely like skin and bones, pretty much. He still cares about the actual citizens. And in the end, he's like, unacceptable. And he's like, acceptable. You know? And then he's consistently kicking the little kid. He destroys his harp and then kicks him 2 or 3 times. I mean, no, like, Lemon Grab has become, like, evil. Like an evil ass, an evil, greedy jackass.
Yeah,
I think greedy is you hit it right there.
I think it's sort of a mix where it used to be. I think part of it is time has passed and I'm just sort of getting used to the voice, and the other is that
Yeah.
that he is such an evil person. I mean, he's like your traditional villain.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying to myself, if you start off with this character, like, whatever, episode 1 or 2, you know, or whatever, it's like, I'd still probably laugh at him because the delivery is so strange and how he's such a child, he would kick, you know, the boy over and stuff, but, yeah, I think because I've gotten so used to the voice, and he's just so unlikable now,
Because before it was like ignorance.
yeah, you
Now
know,
he
and,
knows what's going on.
yeah, and he's
being
just
an
gonna
ass.
be a jerk, yeah,
And
so.
what about the one thing you noticed in the bathroom?
Yes, I was gonna talk about that.
my
Okay,
God.
I'm sure other people knows this too, but the toilet has the
Juicer.
sharp thing, yeah, the juicer that you usually take a lemon and you know, juice with you, you know, you put in the middle, and that's in the toilet, and I just don't want to know how that works.
I'm sorry, do they get there and they just kind of start like
See, it's
going
not
like
put that in my
God.
head. No, no.
Here, this lemon juices.
Do they have help? Do they have someone turn them around?
That's, yeah.
No, you know what they do? They turn and push. They turn and push.
I like it.
Let's get one installed, sweetheart. You're wearing yellow.
Yeah.
You get on that.
Get on the toilet. Yeah, we'll get
Oh
on
my
it.
god,
Yeah.
that's a really
Sit
good
and
idea.
spin.
Such a good idea.
Finally, she's gone. God, why is she always in these now?
I don't know. It's almost like her husband asked her or something.
You know, what an ass.
Even when she's like, I don't want to, it's like she's just doing it so that you'll insist more to make it look like it's your idea, when clearly
Yeah.
it's hers. It's not working, Jory.
I have a feeling this one went on way too long.
What is she doing on that toilet?
I think she just juiced herself.
really painful!
That's what a juicing Jory sounds like. She will not be returning.